This over again, Washington State had over 700 sick and 42 dead. That means that they have a 5.4% death rate. That's much higher than it should be. That's very scary. And 60% of the total dead in the United States. It is our Wuhan. New York City has 950 sick and 5 dead. California, 374 sick, 6 dead. That's a higher ratio. If you look up the percentage on it, is that worse than average? I mean, these numbers are not fun. Florida, 155 sick, 4 dead. Louisiana, 114 sick, 2 dead. New Jersey, 178 sick, 2 dead. Oregon, like all the other cities and states I'm not bringing up, they actually have a city breakdown as well, has a lower percentage and a lower death rate. 1 person dead, and in our state it's 40 people sick. Washington State doing a lockdown on things makes sense. Oregon State doing it may not make things better, and I have a selfish position on this, but yeah, it would actually make things worse for a part of the population that this would amplify the problem in. Next, what you were reading about was, if you're not aware of it, if I can get this inserted, Trump offering $1 billion for exclusive rights for the United States only for German Moderna sinus coronavirus vaccine. Number one, I'm going to read something that someone posted in the response. Trump administration said the claims the U.S. would not share the vaccine have been wildly overplayed. Now, I wouldn't take this as being a real statement by the Trump administration as far as them ever doing that, but Trump is notorious for wanting everything for him. He wants to be, he's one of these people, I'll buy happiness. So I don't doubt that he might have done this. And then somebody saying that was the response, I gotta wonder, because the first response should be, we never did that. We didn't ask for exclusive rights. We just asked for a copy of it sooner. People patent these to keep you from being able to exploit them. And I want to explain something to people. Every country is going to come up with their own vaccine. And the vaccine will not be restricted because no one is going to give a shit about your stupid patent in a courtroom when people are sitting there saying, everybody in my country didn't die, fuck you. Nobody's going to be able to force a patent on this unless they want to be dragged into the street and lit on fire, one lawyer at a time, to stop it. Yes, YouTube might flag that. I don't care. So what is this? Well, Seattle and other places, but Seattle has volunteers receiving the first experimental test shots. They're playing guinea pig and they're saying, sign me up. I don't care, just do it. If I was living indoors, I'd volunteer too, if I had free time, if I could do this. What is it? Okay, now I'm going to get a little quasi-technical. A messenger RNA, mRNA, 1273 vaccine. Messenger RNA is used in the process of transcription when a cell divides, or it is also used, I think, I'm not sure, I'm weak on this from high school, used to copy data from the DNA chain to make protein chains. It encodes, this one encodes for the pre-fusion stabilized form of spike S protein, the one that causes a reaction that is useful for breaking into a cell, and by having that item be what this vaccine triggers on, or emulates in this case, it might cause an immune system response that attacks the spike S protein on the outside of the virus. It will act as a COVID-19 vaccine, and it was shipped to NIAID 3 weeks ago, February 25th, and needs to be a year to 18 months of testing to be validated for any potential usage. Period, full stop. So demanding $1 million to exclusive rights to something that hasn't been done yet, I don't think Trump would do that unless he was being very, well, he is normally an uninformed person anyway, so I don't doubt this. But the point is, it doesn't matter if anybody had Trump doing anything. It doesn't matter if Trump said any of this. It's not relevant. Trump is not the important part of this. They have slammed on the gas pedal trying to make a vaccine to prevent this from getting any worse next year, not this year. Next, I'm going to repeat again, Washington State has been hit really hard with a very high death rate and accounts for over half the dead. The rest of the states have 5 or less sick. Almost every state has at least one sick person. I don't think they list any state that doesn't. and one died in Oregon versus the 42 dead in Washington State. That's extreme. Links below, that sort of thing. But the Trump $1 billion right to the vaccine, even though that sounds very Trump-like, and it's totally his gold-plated attitude towards bludgeoning the world into a submission, I really doubt at all that this happened. But I also doubt that they would say wildly overplayed, when that means is yes, that happened and we're lying. So I don't know. And again, it's not important. What's important is they're doing the testing. And if you're extremely healthy, you might want to volunteer to test other, not the same, other vaccines. The idea is to see if this can be useful for people. It's not to figure out who gets to talk the most shit on Alex Jones or some investment blogspot website that is probably full of shit too. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. And pray for Washington.